In this video, I'll show you how to delete a record using Web API in a model driven app. Now, just to give you a context, like if you would like to delete a record, what you'd like to do is you need to first select an item and then click on delete. Now, multiple you can select multiple items at once and then click on delete, or you can navigate inside a record and then perform a delete operation. Now, take for example, if delete writes is taken away from the command bar and you would like to have an interface over here, say somewhere here, to delete that specific record or simulate that delete behavior. Or maybe if you want to perform any operation after the delete behavior, then you can use this method. Now, when I say operations after the delete, means like say if you go inside a single record and if you click on delete, the only operation which may happen on this record is deletion of the record. Now, if you have a specific requirement that before someone deletes this record, I want to perform two operations. So first is I would like to uh, do pre-delete checks. So this is the first case. Then you do a delete, and then post deletion you perform post delete actions. So if this is the use case, then you can go ahead and use custom code and then perform this entire deletion operation plus pre-deletes checks and post delete actions using the web API. Now, this is the one use case which I can think of, or maybe you can perform a something kind of an automation around deletion. So, if you delete, say, one record, and if you would like to delete any other corresponding record, you can go ahead and use this code to perform those operations. So, possibilities endless with the code. You can perform whole bunch of things. But default, what happens if you're in the context of a record, if you delete it, the only operation which happens is deletion of this record and no checks, no post operation, nothing. So if you want to go ahead and do that, let's pick up, say, one junk value. So this is one junk value which I have created. So let me go inside this record and we're going to delete this record. Now, first thing, if you want to delete a record, we would like to write a small set of code of web API. Now, this is the code which I've written for my previous segment. Let me delete this. In order to delete a record, just write xrm dot web API dot delete record. So we're going to use this function to delete a record. Now, you can write a piece of code or a JavaScript function, attach it to a web resource, upload it into your Dataverse, and call that function either on load of a form or on demand, through which, like if you create a command bar, then you can trigger the command bar execution. This function gets executed when someone clicks on that command and you can perform that operation. But in this example, I'm just going to show you the logic around it, and I'm going to execute this piece of code in the browser console pane. So, piece of code xrm.webapi.delete record. We need to pass some parameter and the stock standard syntax dot then, and here we put a placeholder for function success. If this is successful, the result, and if it is a failure, then function error. And maybe you'd like to display that over here in the console. So I'll just say console.log and error dot message. In case of success, you can just write a message to the user that you just say console.log record deleted. Now, this is that one method which we are going to call the delete record. Now, in your JS, you can write pre-delete check logic, and once you delete it, you can write post delete actions. So you can write all those things, but I'll be just showing you how to delete a record using XRM Web API. So xrm.webapi.delete record.then function success result. This is what we're gonna write. Now for deleting a record, two things we need to tell. One is the table name and which record you would like to delete. Table name, this is an airlines table. So if I go into the backend Dataverse, under advanced option, name is gcop underscore airlines, and the record which we are going to delete. Now this time I'm going to hard code it, but you can retrieve the record dynamically, or if you have a set of records which you would like to delete, you can put it in a for loop or any other method, but in this example I'll just hard code this variable. So let's go here. So the goal is to delete this record. So totally there are 17 records. Once you perform this operation, the output should be 16 records. So xrm.webapi.delete record, and here just type in gcop underscore airlines. That's the table name and the record which you would like to delete. So this is the unique identifier, GUID, globally unique identifier for that specific record. All good with this code? Let's copy this entire piece of code, and you in the developer tools, so click on three dots, go to more tools, developer tools, clear all the old messages, and under console let's paste this piece of code. Now as you see over here, it has executed it successfully. Currently there are 17 records and I can see this G airlines, but if I go over here now, as you see this G airlines doesn't exist over here, so that has been successful, but I can still see the row as 17. So maybe I'll just go back into this code and then go back here, do a control F5 or a refresh, and I can now see 16 records. So it takes some time for that record to be flushed from the system, and that's why the grid wasn't refreshed. But now once I refreshed it, I can see that that record has been deleted. Now if I again paste that same piece of code, it will not find that GUID because this record has already been deleted, right? So this GUID will not be found, and then I should be able to see the error message. So let's see by running this piece of code. And now as you see, delete not found. So 404 not found, and then it will give you some more details. Gcop with id does not exist, and the command which we have pasted, console.log error.message. So it has given us the method that delete has not been successful because it hasn't found the record, and these are the set of stack hash, and this is the method, the requested record was not found. And if you want to delete any other record, you can just pick up the GUID. So I'll just pick up the GUID for this record, copy it, go to your code, and then paste this over here. Copy the piece of code, clear it, go to airlines. Now instead of 16, I should have 15 records. So I'm going to remove this record, Girish Airways, and then it says record deleted successfully. Click on airlines again, do a hard refresh, and then you should see 15 record instead of 16. So let me reload that application again. Sometimes it goes in that loop. So if it goes in that loop of execution, just refresh your screen, and now as you see 15 records and Girish Airways has disappeared from the list. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically use the delete record using API. Two things to pass. One is the table name and another is the GUID. Now, with this operation, I've just deleted one record, but you can also delete multiple records just by passing through a for loop and keeping the list of GUIDs in either in an array or in some external CSV file or any other method which you prefer. Thanks for watching.